Hello my friends, and welcome to this video on Pencil Pro's templates feature. This is your guide on how to make replicatable layered creatives right here in the platform. To start off with, you can find templates right here on your homepage, which you can hover over the three dots and see your interactive options to begin with. You can go over to the templates tab on your left hand side and you'll see a number of templates as well as the option to create new up in the top right. But for me today, I'm going to go over to the plus icon and I'm going to generate new creative. We start off with a blank canvas and we need exactly that, our canvas to begin with. So on the right hand side, you can see formats. We're going to add a new format and just choose our starting size. If you have a creative in mind you'd like to adapt across a number of different sizes and social media sites, don't worry, we'll get to that later in this video. By clicking this spanner on the right hand side, we can choose the color of our canvas to begin with, as well as a layout grid to help us with our organization. But the real fun begins on our left hand side. By clicking the T symbol, we have a whole host of copy options. And by making our choice from there, we can style it on the right hand side. That can be anything from fonts or size to alignment and color. All the typical text options you might find in, say, Canva or Photoshop, you'll be able to find right here. And plus, by clicking the magic wand icon, you can use the text generation agent to give you a hand there too. Back over to the left hand side and you'll see the assets tab. And this is your reminder to keep your brand and asset libraries stocked with everything from pack shots to marketing images and logos. Similar to text, on the right hand side we have the option of playing with everything from opacity to saturation to rounding the corners, cropping or masking. The options with the template library are truly huge, so get in and have a play. And over on the Elements tab, you'll see buttons, stickers, shapes, and CTAs. Once you've populated your creative, don't be afraid to look on the right-hand side at the Layers tab, where rearranging your creatives or turning opacity on and off might make all the difference. Now that we know these basics, up on screen now you can see a creative designed here in pencil for the luxury ice cream brand Ambrosia. If we'd like to build an additional format, on the right-hand side, we click Formats, we add New, and we enter in the dimensions of the new size that we want. This maintains all the assets in our original creative, but maybe not in the layout that we want. So to make sure that we don't ruin our original creative, I'm going to go up here to the top right and unclick Edit All. Now, as I make some changes to this second creative, I can trust that my first creative is going to stay as perfectly laid out as it originally was. Now that we have two great creatives that we're happy with, I'm going to remind you to save your project up in the top right because we don't live life on the edge. Or you have the option of exporting your creative to publish straight to your social media of choice or to download as a zip file. You also have the option of making mass batch creatives, with different images, CTAs or text. But for that, I'll direct you to our other video on our feed generation tool. So please go check that out if you're interested. If you built this with a template in mind, perfect. But if you built something as a standalone creative and change your mind at the last moment, that's not a problem. By going over to Work, hitting the three dots next to your creative and clicking Use Creative, you can still use it. But as our final step, I'd love to show you how to turn a static template into a video. We head over to the Templates tab, we hit the three dots once again, and we click Convert to Video. The first thing you'll notice is a video timeline, and we'll jump into that in a second. Just please take a note on the right-hand side of the Edit All toggle, whether you'd like it to affect changes on all of your creatives or not. To animate an aspect of your design, click on the element that you would like to bring to life. Then, head on over to the Animations tab on the right-hand side. By hovering over each icon, you can get a small demonstration of what that animation will look like. You can click the icon to action it, and then you can see how it looks by hitting play in the player head down below. By default, animations will play at the beginning of their scenes, but choosing the animation location is easy too. Simply choose the asset you'd like to animate, then hover over the three dots of the animation you'd like. There, you can choose your delay. The plus icon in your timeline is for adding a second scene, allowing you to tell more interesting, complex stories. To add a transition between your two scenes, simply hit the icon sitting between them. Then, on the right-hand side, choose your transition and they'll move smoothly from one to the other. Other great features within templates include music, where you can select the track either from your asset library or uploaded from your device, and you can control the volume down below. This also works in tandem with VoiceOver, where you can choose the words that are said, the way that they are read, and the voice that it comes from. Please note that we have a full and detailed video on voiceovers, so go check that out if that's something you're interested in. And for an even firmer and more creative hand on the wheel, Pencil's template editor also has keyframes. To access these, choose your scene, then choose your layer, and hit the arrow on the right. The options will be grayed out until one keyframe is clicked. So as you can see here, I'm going to take the image that is in my creative and I'm going to make it go from 0% size all the way to 100. And I'm also going to do the same with its opacity. And then once there are 4 keyframes in, you can see us go from the beginning to the end perfectly in size and opacity. For those new to keyframes, this is essentially where we say, this is where I would like to start and this is where I would like to end. And you can have a number of keyframes throughout that process. And that, my friends, is Pencil's incredibly powerful template editor. Please reach out to the Pencil team if you have any questions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.